And we are live with the Toronto Blue Jays with a sleepwalking through 8 innings, waking up, getting a win. We're going to talk about that. We got the guys from Blue Jays today. We are here. That Damn Baseball Show is back on a Wednesday. We're also going to talk about the Astros. They hate fun. Let's just fucking call it what it is. Yeah, Astros hate fun. We've got a Phillies team. Might be trash. And the Diamondbacks are a problem. Boys, how you feeling after that Blue Jays win?
Very good.
Very good. I honestly, I was all about they're going to lose the game. Sportsnet Now, for those who use Sportsnet Now, was down. And I was like, oh, well, this is whatever game, throw in the bag. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, we have the bases loaded with nobody out? Yeah. Then Sportsnet Now magically comes back, gets the last bit, and boom, 4 runs up on the board. The Blue Jays win in extra innings, and you gotta love to see that, man. The offense will not stay down.
Yeah, man. Like first things first, we gotta get into this. We have to talk about it because this Jays team, somebody hold me back, okay? Like I'm ready to pop off right now. This Jays team, you know what? Actually, I was even talking to my dad about this yesterday. I said I've been running this channel. I've been doing this now for several seasons, and those were good teams. Those were good teams.
Mm-hmm.
This team, the foundation that they are creating right now, the foundation of being able to rally in tough moments, the general awareness and presence that these guys have,
the clutch.
You know, everything about this team so far, and again, bring me back, guys. Bring me back. I like it more than any start to the season that I've seen from these Blue Jays in a while. And we saw it tonight, going down early and being able to rally back from a three run deficit and win that game 4-3.
I know. And in general, the starting pitching has probably been the biggest note on the Blue Jays, but the offense has just taken these 8 W's, now the Blue Jays 8-4, these 8 W's into their own hands, saying, we're not going to let ourselves go down. We're going to continue to scratch and claw these W's until our pitching gets back around to midseason form.
Yeah.
And I love it. Shall we talk about the details of this game before we move on, Jim? Let's talk about some notes. What were some notes that you had in this game that you just you noticed overall?
Well, I want to piggyback on what you guys talking about, just being excited about the way this season is starting for the Toronto Blue Jays. How many comeback wins does Toronto have right now? We'll have to look that up. 6?
Yeah, because they flashed a graphic of 5, so now it's 6.
6 of 8 comeback wins, and these games, a lot of them, they're late. They're 7th inning or later, and that you gotta love. I feel confident that the pitching is going to come around, but I especially love when the bats start out hot, because when the bats are trash early, it can be tough to rebound from that. Look at Bo Bichette. He had a terrible start last year, and he's on fire. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Matt Chapman is hitting anything that comes close to the plate, so you got to love that. I'll say some notes about this game. What is Luis Rivera doing at third base? Is he drinking tequila shots in the middle of the innings? Because he had to have been seeing double vision to send Vladdy late, or not late, in that game when Vladdy got thrown out. It
wasn't
awful. I love Gausman. The storyline from this game, at least in the beginning, felt like it was Kevin Gausman deserved better because he was locked in with this one. And I mean, it's against the Tigers. You better be locked in or I'm going to start to worry about you. So I love how Gausman pitched. Rivera, we got to get that right, buddy. We can't be doing that again.
I know.
And then the gift that the umpires gave I'm sorry. I'm a Jays fan. If we want to say that he was that the third baseman for the Tigers obstructed the base path, and that's why Vladdy was awarded home, I'll get that. But if we're saying it's because of the contact, I didn't see much contact. What do you guys have?
Yeah, there was no contact on that play. It was straight up just obstruction, and it wasn't even that bad. But then, after that, there was another weird call where, like, the umpire stepped on the catcher's foot when Dalton was trying to steal. It was just a weird baseball thing. It's one of those moments where it's like you see something new in a baseball game. Like, that was something I've never, ever seen in a baseball game. But I wanted to comment. You mentioned Kevin Gausman. He even though he gave up 3 runs, dude went 8 innings.
Yeah.
8 innings. That's
Good.
eating
Good.
innings and only 5 hits. When you go 11 strikeouts, only giving up 5 hits, no walks, 8 innings. Look, that's amazing. Only 3 earned runs. Like the Blue Jays bats should have got him that W. And thank God they didn't get him the W, but thank God they got a W.
I gotta comment on something right now that somebody's saying in the chat. So I titled this video in my I guess like exuberant hype. I titled this video "Huge Blue Jays Comeback Win," and you know what? And somebody just commented. They say, "Oh, well, not really huge, but it was a comeback win." So yeah. And listen, I gotta talk about that because this huge for me. That word, that qualifier. I don't think it's just about this game. It's about what they've been capable of doing up until this point, continuously coming back. And I love what you said there, Jim. I love how you said, well, what comeback win is this? Last year, the year before that, we lose this game, man. You can stop watching.
Right.
You can stop watching after the 3rd inning. We're done. It's over. This season feels different, and that's why this is a huge comeback victory, because even in the 9th inning, you're still seeing Alejandro Kirk calm, collected, take his pitch. You're seeing Kevin Kiermaier play his role and bunt the man over in the 10th. Everything is working properly right now. I love it a lot. I feel like this is a big W for the Jays, just showing the league what they're capable of doing at any given point. And to comment on Kevin Gausman, this guy is a Cy Young candidate at this point,
100%.
in my opinion.
100%. He's got a 1.35 ERA to start the year. That's impressive. He has been the most impressive starter, and I look forward to every single one of his outings now.
You're right, but that huge word, I mean, it was 3-1. It's the Tigers. It's a Wednesday in April, but it's not just that. There's your comeback. It's good. It's like you said, like these were games that last year, the year before, you didn't feel like they could do it, and they didn't do it. And now you're at a point where it's a momentum builder, and now some will say momentum's not a thing. I believe that it is. This is a confidence builder for moving forward. This is not just huge for tonight, the fact that they won tonight's game. This is huge for what this says about the team, about what we expect moving forward, and not just we as fans, but as the team. Those guys in the dugout, when they're down in the 9th inning, down 3-1, for them to know we've done it 6 other times already, let's just go do it again. That confidence, that stick your chest out, we're not dead, is huge. It's huge.
Dude, last year, who led the league in comeback wins was the New York Yankees. And they got 99 wins. There was a lot of games where you're like, oh, we got a lead, but no lead was ever safe when you were playing the New York Yankees. And I'm not comparing us directly to the New York Yankees team,
right?
But you could tell if you could come back and win games, you're gonna win more games. And I love this team. I love the team, man.
I love it so much, man. Like, this was an amazing victory. I'm very happy with where this squad is at. I love that Kevin Gausman is kind of picking up the slack a little bit from Alek Manoah and maybe the rest of the squad. So GGJs 8-4, baby. We're feeling really good. Now I know that our channel, we could talk about this for literally 1,000 years, but we did promise.
Well, wait, hold on, wait. Before we pivot off, I just want to say, I love that I was the very first person in the universe to call Kevin Kiermaier to the Blue Jays.
You were.
I want to bring that one back. Now everybody loves him. Now everybody loves Kevin Kiermaier. I just want to
I remember. I 1000% vouch for Jim on this one. And when you said it, Jim, I mean, I think both Adam and I were like, yeah, no, totally, man.
Yeah.
But like, we also we
sure, dude. Right.
We gave each other the side eye.
Yeah, we're like, this guy's.
yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, man, like 100%. They were like, dude, did he just say that? Like, you were so right, man. You were on that one from the beginning.
Dude, and he's like, I mean, they talked about it in the broadcast yesterday. Doesn't he feel rejuvenated? Like the Kevin Kiermaier towards the end with the Rays kind of felt like, this guy's career's done.
Yeah,
maybe he can still play a decent center field, but this guy's forget about it. He seems like he's excited and happy and pumped to be a Toronto Blue Jay.
Bro, can I throw it out there? We didn't mention it. We did pre-recording before this. We didn't actually mention about this, but could we see if he has a great year, like a Kevin Kiermaier, like extension of however many years, 2 years?
I'm all for it. Sign me up. Sign me up. I mean,
maybe like 2 years, 21 million.
I love what he's bringing
10 and a half
so
a year.
Far. I love what he's bringing, and I love that word rejuvenated. That is so fitting for what is happening right now, Jim. Like, again, you called it before anyone, man, but I did not expect this level of energy, fight, determination, and passion from Kevin Kiermaier. It's a different animal from what you saw in Tampa Bay. So, like, just an absolutely phenomenal win for the Jays, and everyone who took part in it. Thank you for letting me witness that. More of those, please.
No doubt about it. A lot of fun right now to be a Blue Jays fan. And there's one more game tomorrow. We don't want to look past it, but there is a huge series this weekend between the Toronto Blue Jays and the undefeated Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays, unless Corey Kluber can work some magic against Jeffrey Springs and the Rays tomorrow, the Rays will come into Toronto undefeated, and I love that it's the Rays coming into Toronto and not the other way around.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Way worse than Tropicana.
Oh, it is a horror shop. It is a house of horrors in Tampa every time Toronto goes there. But the script is flipped. It is the Rays coming to Toronto to end what will probably be this ungodly, never-ending winning streak that the Rays are on. It kind of feels like anybody that watches wrestling is Roman Reigns, right? We got 1,000 days. Roman Reigns been the champion. Got to take him down. The Blue Jays will take the Rays down this weekend. Jose Barrios' perfect game incoming. All right. Any more final thoughts on today's game, or should we talk about how the Astros are just a bunch of assholes and they hate fun? What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
I would love to talk about that because I'll be honest, man. Like, this is some back end stuff going on just between a few baseball YouTubers. Jim sends us a message saying, "Yeah, we'll talk about the Blue Jays. Let's also talk about the Astros being assholes."
Right?
And both
That's
literally
what
Adam
we're doing.
and I we got that message. Like, I turned him before the stream. I was like, do you know what he's talking about? Like, you know what's going on? So please, Jim, fill us in, man.
So the Astros are out here just laying an egg to start the season. They're not looking like that championship caliber team that we're used to. And they're losing. They're splitting a series with the White Sox. They're losing a series to the Tigers. They lost 2 out of 3 to Detroit. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Minnesota Twins. And then one of the feel-good stories of this season, the Pittsburgh Pirates coming into a series in Pittsburgh with a winning record. The Houston Astros now against Pittsburgh decide to pull it all together, and they go out there. They won 8-2 on Monday. Last night, though, the Pirates did get the walk-off with Bay hitting the 3-run shot in the 9th inning, cannonball to right into the Allegheny, and Pittsburgh celebrating. But today, I should say, so many games in the afternoon today, the Astros go out there and blank the Pirates 7-0. Houston Astros, if this is the beginning of the decline for the Pirates and they swirl into the tank, I'm not going to blame the White Sox and the O'Neal Cruz injury. I'm going to blame you as you finally decide that against the Pittsburgh Pirates, this is the time when you are going to decide to turn it on and come at the Pittsburgh Pirates and take them down. I really like what Pittsburgh is doing. This season feels different for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the home run last night by Bay, after the Pirates blew the game in the top of the 9th, Bednar blew the save. They went out on Presley and got the job done. But today, Pittsburgh, Jose Urquidy on the mound, shut the Pirates down. So, yes, the Houston Astros hate fun. They could have waited until this weekend, a big series against the Rangers, but no, they had to do it against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Do you guys have any feeling on the Astros, the start to the season? It has definitely been a disappointing start for the champions coming out of the gate here.
Here's the thing, Jim. Last year, remember when the Angels were really good for this to start? And I was like, wow, this is fun.
Right.
Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout. This is the year they're going back to the playoffs. And it was really exciting to watch. But did you, I mean, I was convinced, but even lesser so, do you really think that the Pirates have got a chance this year?
I think the Pirates can get to 80 wins. That is my number that I have for them. That's like a 16 or 17 win jump. That was, I love the Andrew McCutchen edition, the G-Man Choi edition, the Connor Joe, the Brian Reynolds, not trading Brian Reynolds. I'm going to miss O'Neal Cruz. I'm going to miss O'Neal Cruz. He's going to be out. That's a big one. He's going to be out 3 months. But I feel like this Pittsburgh team, it's just different this year. I think they got a decent bullpen. I think the lineup is difficult to get through. The pitching is what they've got to figure out. Rosny Contreras was one of the guys I was kind of looking for. He has not been that guy to this point. Rich Hill is out there. I mean, his arm may fall off before the year is over, but he'll give him some innings.
You're convincing me that the Pirates are going to be bad, Jim.
I think the Pittsburgh Pirates, 80 wins. That's where I'm going. And the Houston Astros are doing us no favors.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Astros are doing us a lot of favors by being 6-7, and they're allowing other narratives to be built around Texas, around the Yankees, around the Blue Jays. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a lot of fun. I'm really hoping that this isn't the start. Rather than thinking this is the start of the Pittsburgh Pirates decline, I don't give a shit about Pittsburgh. They can go.
How dare you, sir?
They can lose every game from here on out, man. I care about the American League, and I hope that this is not the start of the Astros freaking, we started bad comeback story. No, stay down. Stay down. Be back.
Let's talk about let's just stay negative for a minute.
Yeah.
How about the Philadelphia Phillies? The Philadelphia Phillies might
No.
Are the Philadelphia Phillies trash? Listen, I'm not Aaron Nola. Listen. Aaron Nola has every reason on the planet, under the sun, to go out there and dominate this year. He is 0-2 with an ERA over 7 in 3 starts. They need Bryce Harper back in the absolute worst way. The Philadelphia Phillies have had such a disappointing start, and I did not see this coming. I thought the Philadelphia Phillies would still be competitive, but this has just been a really bad start to the season, losing again today to the Miami Marlins. That's 2 in a row to the Marlins. Yesterday, losing to Miami as well. So I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how the Phillies 4-8 now to start the season. The pitching has to come around. It's just been a disastrous start. The pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies, they have the 5th worst ERA in baseball, over 5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, bro. Yeah, Bryce Harper coming back is nice. Like, they have the 7th OPS to begin the year, which wasn't exceptional. It's good. It's very good. It's top 10, of course. But I mean, Bryce Harper will obviously make it even better. And their batters will all warm up. And you got to remember, they don't have Real Muto right now as well. Or not Real Muto, excuse me, Hoskins. But yeah, bro, that pitching. Nola has a 7.04, Wheeler a 4.02, and Tyler Walker, the free agent addition, at 6. Like, that's bad. Like, they got to warm up.
And that 402 is down because he pitched well today, Wheeler.
Oh, did he? Oh,
he pitched well today, but he still got a
Wheeler. I own him in fantasy. And he finally had a good start, dude.
Yeah.
But somebody's commented again here and says, sounds like Manoah. And I agree. It does sound like Manoah. We know that he's going to turn it around. I know that Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola will turn it around. And the reason I said, stop it, don't say this, because Phillies are my second team, and I believe in them. But you know what?
The Phillies are my team. These are my Phillies.
I love him. I love Bryce Harper. And I actually kind of buy into the narrative a little bit of what you are talking about, what you are saying is that the fact that Bryce Harper is not on that team is actually bigger than we think, because I believe that there are very few and far between players in baseball, and this is an off the field thing. This is an off the field thing. But there are few players in baseball that command something. Bryce Harper has been a name that every single player around baseball has known for 15 years at this point, basically.
10 years.
Oh,
he's talking about because he's 16 years old. Yeah,
exactly.
He was 16.
15 years. People have known this name. This is a name. He commands that team. He is the man for that team. And I do believe that it is playing a bigger impact than we realize from just the on-the-field stats there, Jim. I think you're on to something.
You've got a Philadelphia team right now. Bryson Stott is crushing the ball. Trey Turner's doing fine. I mean, he doesn't have a home run yet, but Trey Turner's hitting 321. Alec Boehm has been all right. Nick Castellanos is doing better than last year. He's still looking for a home run too. But there's just something missing from the Philadelphia Phillies. But really, this falls on the pitching. They've got to get that going. I want to, for those of you that are watching the replay, watching on my channel, on my side of things, this video is brought to you by So Rare. So Rare MLB is where fantasy baseball and digital card collecting meet, with officially licensed digital cards featuring players from across all 30 teams. Build your own team like a pro. Collect, buy, sell, trade. Compete against other players like me and other MLB content creators and other fans across the globe to win tickets, merch, VIP experiences, upgraded cards. This thing is blowing up. You've even got Juan Soto and Julio Rodriguez on board. Don't be left out. In my description, click the link below to check it out and sign up today. So Rare MLB is the big leagues of fantasy baseball. Speaking of,
hey, wait, but before you transition, man, I don't want to derail the stream right now, but we got a beautiful viewer coming in here. Hayes Carr. Say, you see that, Jim?
Nick's getting some hate.
Assault the Pirates.
What was you?
No,
wait a minute.
You.
Oh,
that kid.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You assaulted the Pirates, bro.
That's you. Exactly. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Pirates are amazing. Andrew McCutcheon is back.
Welcome in, Hayes Carr. I figured out that feature the other day when we were live on YouTube. I was like, oh my god, you could show comments. That's sick. So
yeah.
Shout out
Yeah, I would love to show comments, but for some reason, since we've started this whole thing, I only see your comments. I don't know why. Baby Yoda in the house. This stream is insane. That's right, Baby Yoda, and I'm glad you're here, Grogu. That's what I'm saying. I only see your comments. To those of you on my channel, I'm sorry. I have a separate video, a tab open to keep an eye on my side of things. Those of you, by the way, that are here, make sure to hit that like it up if you haven't yet. Yeah, for some reason, we've got Explosive Diarrhea chiming in. Yanks are rolling, and they don't even have Severino or Rodon yet. Explosive Diarrhea, I would love to show your comment, but I can't. I'm also glad that I do not have Explosive Diarrhea myself. Let's go to the next part. Love that name. The Arizona Diamondbacks are a problem. Very interesting note about the Arizona. Now, the pitching, the Diamondbacks got to get some of that pitching going because that is not going well. But they are still, as of today, after taking care of, who were they play? They won again today. The Diamondbacks are now 8-5. They are in first place in the National League West. I believe the Dodgers can't catch them. Padres lost to the Mets. So the Arizona Diamondbacks are all alone in first place. I understand that it's April 12th and things are going to change, but this has been a great start for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I think it is, if they can keep doing what they're doing, and they're not doing anything that insane right now. They don't lead the league in home runs. They don't have the lowest ERA. They don't have Madison Bumgarner out there 3-0 looking like, oh my God, Madison Bumgarner. It's 2012 all over again. What they're doing, they lead the league in doubles. They have 17 stolen bases on 18 attempts. They have a team that I believe is built for the way baseball is being played right now. Corbin Carroll, you've got McCarthy, you've got Marte. There is a lot of really interesting pieces there with the Arizona Diamondbacks. So much so that, listen, I'm not going to say that the Diamondbacks are winning the West. This is just like, I'm not saying the Pirates are winning the Central. I'm not saying the Diamondbacks are winning the West, but I do think, again, give me 80 wins for the Pirates. For the Diamondbacks, I think they're going to be there. And they've got the Lord in Arizona. I think the Diamondbacks are going to be there. They are going to finish, above 500.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be there.
To also add on to that, and my opinion after, but they got Gabby Moreno, right? Our old friend with the Toronto Blue Jays, who's actually throwing out base runners at a really good rate right now. He's one of the best defensive catchers. So you're talking about that new baseball where everyone's stealing. We got one of the best, guys behind the dish. We're throwing out runners. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think they're going to run the West, but you say 80 wins with the Pirates. I could definitely buy into a narrative where the Arizona Diamondbacks jump up to an 80-win season, kind of like the Baltimore Orioles did last year, where it's like, okay, they're here now. This is the next step in their development. They have all these young guys, like Corbin Carroll, you said, are coming up. Maybe, who knows, man? I'm in it. I'm drinking some Kool-Aid.
I don't think that, well, yeah, you're right. I don't think that they're going to win the division. But you know what? For those fans out there that also follow along with football, the Arizona Diamondbacks sneakily remind me a little bit of the Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions, if you guys don't know, run every single goddamn trick play in the book. Anything that you can think of to make the other team think that you're doing a different thing, that's what they do because they have nothing to lose. And it really feels like that's what Arizona, that's the type of vibe that they're on right now. The stolen bases are where it's at. And the highlight that we saw today where the Milwaukee Brewers just got nervous and just threw the ball away for no apparent reason.
That was so funny, man.
It was the most ridiculous thing I've seen, but you're in their heads.
You're
in their mental.
I didn't see the full replay. Did he do like an attempted fake steal and then he just like whipped it over? Like what happened? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. But what I do know is that I have never, ever seen that happen before. And that means that you are in their mental, man. The game that you're playing has the other team on notice, and they are making mistakes because you don't give a crap. You're taking risks. So I think, you know what? I'm going to change this to the Diamondbacks. They're going to be a problem. They're not going to be an easy walkover win, but I'm actually going to, in my opinion, change this to the Diamondbacks are going to be exciting.
There you go.
That's something that in Arizona, they haven't seen for a long time.
I think that they are in the process of crashing the party in the NL West. They are 5-3 against the Dodgers. They played 2 games in San Diego, and they split those 2 games. And like I said, it's not like you look at these Diamondbacks and say, well, this isn't going to continue because Madison Bumgarner still stinks. Zach Gallen has not pitched well for the most part. They do not lead the league in home runs. It's not like, oh my God, Evan Longoria has 6 home runs. Why did that happen? That's not happening here. This team is all about going from basically getting into scoring position. Again, leading the league in doubles and second most stolen bases in baseball behind Cleveland, but 17 out of 18. So you have a team that is just getting into scoring position, and I think that they are going to be exciting, and I think they are going to be a problem. I also think that you out there, if you're watching, you should hit that like on both streams. If you're in Blue Jays today, come on over to BALLCAP Sports when you're done. Hit that like. If you're on my side of things, when we're done, hit the like over here. Go over there, hit that like. Help grow these channels, help grow these streams because we have, I feel like I'm out of breath. I think we have reached the end, boys. Any final words on the Blue Jays tonight? Good win tonight.
Honestly, great win. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I want to get that sweep because we're going to need some padding, especially with those Tampa Bay Rays coming up. I want to be right there in that 1-2 spot, first, second in the division. Like, I know the Rays kind of came out of nowhere and like overtook the Yankees and the Blue Jays, but I want to stay there, man. Let's make it happen. Go Jays, go. What a team. Different year. Totally different year.
This does feel like a different year. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in and spending time with our channels and hanging out with us for another edition of That Damn Baseball Show. Again, be sure to hit the like on the way out. Subscribe if you have not yet. Stay close to the channel. We will be back again next week. Next week's going to be a little tricky because I'm traveling Monday through Wednesday, but we will find the day where we are back with you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, boys, and to all of you watching along, thank you for coming in. Catch you guys next time.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Later.